At 7:45 a.m. on December 7, 1941, the skies above Pearl Harbor roared with fire and steel, a moment that would forever alter the course of the Second World War. It was a time when nations discovered that the battlefield was no longer confined to trenches and bayonets, but extended into the skies, into the seas, and into the minds of men. That morning, the world learned that surprise, deception, and the mastery of tactics could shatter even the strongest defenses. Decades later, in the fields and ruined cities of Ukraine, echoes of those lessons resound once more as a modern war unfolds with haunting reminders of the past. In the winter of 1943, Soviet forces clashed with German divisions at Stalingrad, a battle defined not only by brute force, but by cunning maneuvers, ambushes, and the relentless will to endure. The lessons of Stalingrad, of resilience, of turning the enemy's strength into weakness, remain etched into the memory of military history. Today, Ukraine finds itself in a struggle that mirrors those same principles, facing adversaries who rely on outdated doctrines, rigid assaults, and massed formations reminiscent of wars long past. Yet Ukraine, armed with ingenuity and the wisdom of history, has transformed the battlefield into a theater of deception, precision, and devastating counterstrikes. The story of Ukraine's secret victory begins not with grand armies marching in unison, but with shadows moving silently across landscapes scarred by conflict. Just as Allied forces in World War II devised ways to outwit their enemies, through code breaking, through feints, through the careful orchestration of surprise, Ukraine has embraced the art of turning weakness into strength. North Korean fighters, dispatched as allies to Russia, entered the fray with strategies rooted in the mid-20th century: rigid mass attacks, frontal charges, and reliance on sheer numbers. These were tactics that once defined the brutal clashes of the Korean War and echoed the failed offensives of World War II. But on Ukrainian soil, they met a different fate. Imagine the frozen forests of Eastern Europe, where soldiers once marched under banners of empire, where tanks rolled across plains in battles that determined the fate of nations. Now, in those same landscapes, drones hum overhead, artillery positions lie concealed beneath camouflage nets, and Ukrainian units wait with patience born of history. The enemy advances, confident in their numbers, unaware that every step forward is a step into a carefully laid trap. It is the same principle that guided Allied ambushes in Normandy, the same cunning that turned the tide at El Alamein, the same patience that broke the Wehrmacht at Kursk. Ukraine has studied the past, and in doing so, has rewritten the present. The turning points of this modern conflict are not marked by grand declarations, but by moments of silence before the storm. A column of North Korean fighters moves through ruined villages, their commanders clinging to doctrines of frontal assault. They believe that overwhelming force will break Ukrainian lines. But hidden eyes watch from the rubble, drones circle unseen above, and artillery coordinates are already locked. When the trap is sprung, the battlefield erupts in fire. Precision strikes tear through formations, drones dive with lethal accuracy, and the rigid mass attack dissolves into chaos. It is a scene reminiscent of the German offensives that faltered against Soviet defenses, where outdated strategies met modern realities and collapsed under their own weight. The consequences are devastating. Units vanish in the smoke, commanders lose control, and the enemy's morale crumbles. Ukraine's tactics are not born of chance, but of careful study, of lessons drawn from the wars that shaped the 20th century. Just as Allied forces once turned radar, intelligence, and deception into weapons, Ukraine has transformed technology into a shield and a sword. The battlefield becomes a labyrinth where every path leads to destruction, where every advance is met with invisible resistance. North Korean fighters, trained in doctrines that belong to another era, find themselves outmaneuvered, outsmarted and undone by strategies that blend the wisdom of history with the precision of modern warfare. The echoes of World War II resound in every clash. The failed mass attacks recall the doomed charges of German divisions against fortified Soviet positions. The ambushes mirror the traps laid by resistance fighters across occupied Europe. The reliance on outdated strategies reflects the stubbornness of commanders who refused to adapt, who believed that sheer force could overcome ingenuity. Ukraine's victory is not merely a triumph of arms, but a triumph of adaptation, of learning from the past and applying those lessons to the present. It is a reminder that wars are not won by numbers alone, but by the minds that shape the battlefield. As the conflict unfolds, the world watches with a sense of déjà vu. The ruins of cities resemble the shattered landscapes of Dresden and Warsaw. The cries of civilians echo the laments of those who endured the Blitz. The strategies employed recall the cunning of generals who understood that deception could be more powerful than firepower. Ukraine's secret victory lies not in overwhelming strength, but in the ability to turn the enemy's arrogance into vulnerability, to transform outdated doctrines into fatal mistakes. It is a victory that belongs not only to the present, but to the long continuum of history, where the lessons of World War II continue to guide the struggles of today. The reflection is sobering. Just as the Allies once faced enemies who underestimated their resolve, Ukraine now confronts adversaries who fail to see the power of adaptation. The battlefield is a mirror, reflecting the past into the present, reminding us that history is not a distant memory, but a living force. The secret victory of Ukraine is not hidden in shadows, but written in the echoes of Stalingrad, Normandy, and Kursk. It is a victory that proves once more that the greatest weapon in war is not the gun, nor the tank, nor the plane, but the mind that wields them with wisdom. In the spring of 1944, Allied forces prepared for the invasion of Normandy, a moment that would define the trajectory of the Second World War. The beaches of France became the stage for one of history's most daring operations, where deception, timing, and sheer determination overcame entrenched defenses. Operation Fortitude, the elaborate plan to mislead German commanders about the true location of the invasion, stands as a testament to the power of strategic cunning. Ukraine's struggle today carries the same spirit of deception and precision, where the battlefield is shaped not by brute force alone, but by the ability to mislead, to surprise, and to strike at the perfect moment. The parallels are striking. Just as German forces were convinced that the invasion would come at Pas-de-Calais, North Korean fighters and their Russian allies believed that Ukraine's defenses would crumble under massed assaults. They underestimated the depth of preparation, the hidden traps, and the silent eyes watching from above. Drones became the modern equivalent of reconnaissance aircraft, artillery the echo of naval bombardments, and ambushes the living descendants of the resistance fighters who once sabotaged German supply lines. Every move was calculated, every strike deliberate, every deception designed to turn arrogance into defeat. Consider the forests of Donbass, where advancing units found themselves funneled into narrow paths, unaware that they were walking into kill zones. The silence before the storm mirrored the stillness of Normandy's beaches before the landing craft arrived. Then, as in 1944, the battlefield erupted. Precision artillery rained down, drones swooped with deadly accuracy, and the advancing forces dissolved into chaos. The rigid doctrines of mass attack, once the hallmark of 20th century warfare, proved useless against the fluid, adaptive strategies of Ukraine. It was a clash not only of armies, but of centuries, where the lessons of history determined the fate of the present. The turning points of this war are not always visible to the world, but they carry the weight of history. A failed assault here, a shattered column there, each moment echoes the collapse of German offensives on the Eastern Front. The stubborn reliance on outdated strategies recalls the doomed persistence of commanders who refused to adapt, who believed that sheer numbers could overcome ingenuity. Ukraine's victory lies in its ability to learn from those failures, to embrace the lessons of Stalingrad, Normandy, and Kursk, and to apply them with modern precision. It is a victory born of history, forged in the crucible of past wars and sharpened by the realities of today. The consequences ripple far beyond the battlefield. Just as the defeat of German forces at Stalingrad marked the beginning of the end for the Axis, the failure of North Korean fighters in Ukraine signals the collapse of outdated doctrines in modern warfare. It is a reminder that wars are not static, that strategies must evolve, that arrogance is the enemy of victory. Ukraine's secret triumph is not hidden in shadows, but written in the echoes of history, a testament to the enduring power of adaptation. The battlefield becomes a classroom where the lessons of the past are taught once more, where the mistakes of history are repeated by those who refuse to learn.
The reflection is profound. In the ruins of cities, in the silence of forests, in the cries of civilians, the echoes of World War II resound. The Blitz lives again in the bombardments of Ukrainian towns. The resistance fighters of occupied Europe find their descendants in the partisans who strike from the shadows. The cunning of Allied generals is reborn in the strategies of Ukrainian commanders. History is not a distant memory, but a living force, shaping the struggles of today, guiding the victories of tomorrow. Ukraine's secret victory is not merely a triumph of arms, but a triumph of history, a reminder that the past is never truly gone, that its lessons remain, waiting to be applied. As the war continues, the world watches with a sense of déjà vu. The images of destruction recall the photographs of Dresden, Warsaw, and London. The strategies employed mirror the cunning of generals who understood that deception could be more powerful than firepower. The failures of the enemy reflect the stubbornness of commanders who refused to adapt, who clung to doctrines that belonged to another era. Ukraine's victory is a reminder that history is not a chain that binds us, but a guide that shows us the way forward. It is a victory that belongs not only to Ukraine, but to all who understand that the greatest weapon in war is the mind that learns, adapts, and endures. In the autumn of 1944, as Allied forces advanced through Europe, the German army launched a desperate counteroffensive in the Ardennes, known to history as the Battle of the Bulge. It was a gamble rooted in outdated faith in massed armor and surprise, but it faltered against the resilience and adaptability of Allied troops. That same pattern repeats in Ukraine today, where North Korean fighters and Russian allies attempt sudden thrusts, believing sheer force will overwhelm defenses. Yet, just as in the Ardennes, the defenders adapt, regroup, and strike back with precision. The echoes of that winter battle reverberate across the modern fields of Ukraine, reminding us that arrogance and rigidity are the seeds of defeat. The battlefield is a living museum of history. Every ruined building recalls the shattered cities of World War II. Every ambush mirrors the traps laid by partisans in occupied Europe. Every failed assault reflects the stubbornness of commanders who refuse to learn from the past. Ukraine's secret victory lies in its ability to transform these echoes into weapons, to wield history as a guide, to turn the lessons of Normandy, Stalingrad, and Kursk into strategies that devastate the enemy. It is a victory that belongs not only to the present, but to the continuum of history, where the struggles of the past shape the triumphs of today. The consequences of this victory extend beyond the battlefield. Just as the defeat of German forces in World War II reshaped the global order, Ukraine's triumph against outdated doctrines reshapes the understanding of modern warfare. It proves that technology alone is not enough, that numbers alone cannot guarantee success, that the mind remains the greatest weapon of all. It is a lesson for every nation, a reminder that history is not a relic, but a living force, that the past must be studied, understood, and applied if the future is to be secured. In the closing moments of this narrative, we reflect on the power of history.
At 7:45 a.m. on December 7, 1941, the world learned that surprise could shatter defenses. In the winter of 1943, the world learned that resilience could break the strongest armies. In the summer of 1944, the world learned that deception could turn the tide of war. And today, in the fields of Ukraine, the world learns once more that the echoes of World War II continue to shape our struggles, our victories, and our understanding of war itself. Ukraine's secret victory is not hidden in shadows, but written in the lessons of history, a testament to the enduring power of adaptation, resilience, and cunning. The story ends not with silence, but with reflection. The ruins of cities remind us of Dresden and Warsaw. The cries of civilians recall the Blitz. The strategies employed mirror the cunning of generals who understood that deception could be more powerful than firepower. Ukraine's victory is a reminder that history is not a chain that binds us, but a guide that shows us the way forward. It is a victory that belongs not only to Ukraine, but to all who understand that the greatest weapon in war is the mind that learns, adapts, and endures.
The echoes of World War II resound in every clash, every ambush, every victory. And in those echoes, we find the secret of Ukraine's triumph.